Hey everybody, welcome to the Wednesday, October 27th live stream, studentloanjustice.org. My name is Alan Collins. If you are new to the group, welcome. We're glad that you found us. What took you so long? We're the oldest, largest, and pretty much only true grassroots group fighting only, absolutely, for student loan justice. So lots going on right now, guys. Two things we're fighting for. Two things we've been fighting for the past 2 years. Number one, the return of bankrupt. Well, in no particular order, we're fighting for the cancellation of all federally owned student loans by executive order. The lending system is failed, catastrophically failed. This was frankly true before the pandemic. The president can cancel all federally owned student loans tonight, right now, with the flick of his pen. He can do it. And he can do it without needing one dime from the Treasury, without adding one penny to the national debt. We're fighting for that. We started the petition back in March of 2020, calling for it, change.org/cancel student loans. Got over 1 million signatures on that sucker right now. We should have 10, 15, 20, 25. I think we probably should have like 35 million signatures on that thing. Because even before the pandemic, 80% of all borrowers were never going to be able to repay their loans. 80%. That's 38 out of the 45 million borrowers in the country were either not paying at all, that's like 50%, like half, or they were paying and paying, but their loan balances were going up. So they were underwater. Second thing we're fighting for is bankruptcy. The Founding Fathers called for uniform bankruptcy protections ahead of the power to declare war, ahead of the power to raise an army. These have been taken away uniquely from student loans, and what do you know? What do we have now? A big government lending fiasco. It's a loan scam, and if I was a politician in Washington D.C., I would be putting a lot of distance between myself and this lending system. It is beyond failed at this point. And I can go into that at some depth at some point if anyone is interested. By the way, if you have any questions or comments, throw them out. I'm happy to field them as I see them, if I can see them, which is not always for sure. So hey guys, if you look down there, I'm asking everybody. This is extremely important. We have good bankruptcy legislation in the Senate right now. It's S-2598. If you look down, you'll see a Twitter. Retweet that tweet. Here's why bankruptcy is so important. Nobody wants to file for bankruptcy. It's a terrible thing to have to do. But the Founding Fathers knew, and I am here to tell you that we have got to get the threat of bankruptcy back on our side if we are going to see any meaningful loan cancellation. It's probably the most important thing I'll say tonight. We've got to get the threat of bankruptcy returned. Because if you haven't noticed, Joe Biden, he doesn't really want to cancel any loans. Hopefully you're picking that up. I don't know what he's thinking. I mean, back when Trump was president, it's like half the people loved him, half the people hated him. Well, with Biden, half the people hate him, and the other half, they don't like him. So I don't know what Biden is thinking, guys. I mean, I have my guesses. I could go on for a while about this, but suffice it to say, the one thing that will compel President Biden to actually cancel loans is the threat of bankruptcy being returned to the citizens as the founders demanded, ahead of the power to declare war, ahead of the power to raise an army in the U.S. Constitution. So look down. There's a tweet down there. Retweet that tweet. We have great legislation, S-2598, in the Senate right now. We need you to retweet that. It's extraordinarily important right now. Our bill is going to be marked up quite soon. It's sitting in committee, and there's going to be a markup of it, which means they sit around and they discuss changes to the bill. As the bill is written right now, it's a good bill. It's not a great bill. It's a good bill, though. It will return bankruptcy protections to all federal student loans with a 10-year waiting period. So things could go bad with this bill still, right? I mean, they could cross out waiting and make it a repayment period. There's a lot of things they can do to make the bill bad. Right now, we have to push the Senate to pass that bill as it is written. So, we're a highly nonpartisan group, but I have to acknowledge that Republicans have tended to oppose the borrowers and fight for the lending system going back the 16 years that we've been doing this. I don't know why that is. It makes no sense. Republicans should be on our side. This is a big government lending monstrosity that no true conservative could support. But it is what it is. And right now, the sausage is being made. We need to impress upon Republicans everywhere, particularly in states like Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Alabama, Texas, Indiana, Missouri, did I say Alabama? Ohio, New Hampshire, South Dakota, Tennessee. Did I say Florida? A whole bunch of Republican red states where student loan debt literally is greater than the entire state budgets of those states. These states are being conquered and enslaved by this federal debt. And the Republicans, if they want to ever start winning elections again, like in Georgia, for example, Georgia's the very worst state in the country, by the way, then they're going to stop defending this big government college enriching lending monstrosity. We've got a very strong argument to make there. So it is critical right now, the sausage is being made, that at a minimum right now, as in fact, before I finish this live stream, I want you to retweet that tweet. And I want you to maybe quote tweet that tweet to some news organizations, be they national or local. Maybe pick them. Just pick one of each. Pick your local news station that you like. Pick your local newspaper and pick a national whatever, CNN, whatever you like. Whether it's conservative or liberal, we don't care. We're a nonpartisan group, but we have to be very partisan aware. So we are very partisan aware. Let's just put it that way. But guys, we're getting very close now. This thing could break wide open any day now. I kid you not. We're in uncharted territory here. And the one thing I can tell you, folks, is that we have to fight right now. Right now is when we need to fight. If you were ever going to get off your ass and help, now is precisely the time for you to be doing that. The sausage is being made as we speak. So, and remember, guys, with the threat of bankruptcy protections returned, with S-2598 passed, suddenly Joe Biden, he doesn't want to be the president that forces 25 million people into bankruptcy. I mean, that's just ridiculous. If it would overwhelm the bankruptcy courts to the point of seizure, number one. And number two, Joe Biden doesn't want to be the president that forces the bankruptcy rates to go up by 1,500% or 2,000% on his term. He doesn't want to be that guy. So yeah, guys, we're fighting for loan cancellation, but the key to that castle is the return of bankruptcy protections to student loans. So I'm going to leave it there at that. I came onto this live stream to one very last thing. I only wanted to say one thing tonight, and that is retweet that tweet. That's all I wanted to say. The very last thing I will say is check out our pumpkin. Heather in Paris and the Student Loan Justice AV crew are doing a pumpkin carving contest. So that's my pumpkin. If you're inspired, make your own funny, expressive student loan pumpkin statement. So and by the way, we're doing a contest. There's like I think we're putting up a $50 gift card for the winner. I think mine should win, but I can't win. So, anyways, use mine as inspiration, I guess. So you can Google Student Loan Justice AV Club or look for it on our group or PM me and I can tell you where it is. But yeah, make a pumpkin. It'll be fun. The very, very, very last thing I'll say tonight is if you can donate, it would be very helpful at this time, guys. We survive and thrive on almost nothing in terms of personal gifts, personal donations from you, to literally just keep our lights on. Right now, I think we have to raise around $80 by the end of the month to meet our monthly expenses. So go to the website, studentloanjustice.org, and make a donation if you can. But do that thing, guys. We care far more about your actions than about anything else. There's great strength in numbers. We have 1 million people on our petition. We've got 20,000 people in this group. Spread the word about us and our group. If there was another group out there that was actually honestly and with 100% ethically pure motives, I would join that group. But that group doesn't. That group is us. This group. I know it doesn't seem like it, but it is. It's us. So if you care about getting this loan problem actually solved, actually getting these loans gone, getting this cancer cut out of the nation, so that we can all move on with our lives as the founding fathers intended, then get off your ass and spread the word about this group, spread the word about our petition, change.org/cancel student loans. And I would beg you, but I shouldn't have to beg you. These are your loans. This is your problem. Focus like a laser beam on S2598. We have some very smart people on this group, I happen to know. You can think outside the box. You don't need to be micromanaged. You can think of something very clever. Maybe with a Republican senator to get them to co-sponsor S2598. Maybe with a Republican governor, like of any of the states that I just mentioned. If you can get even one Republican governor to say, that's it, I've had it. President Biden, cancel these loans. I will not let the great state of Georgia be conquered and enslaved by this debt. And President Biden and Congress return bankruptcy protections to the loans. Pass S2598. If we can get even one Republican governor to do that, it will be a sea change in the politics of this country. Not hard to do. We have a very strong argument to make. If you can even call your Republican governor's office and get us into a meeting with them, that would be perfectly fine. We can do all the talking, most of the talking, all the talking if we have to. A lot of things you can do. Don't do nothing. This is your problem. And don't forget that. We're on your side. We're here to help you in your efforts any way that we can. So with that, I will be back on Friday. Stay tuned, guys. Things are happening very quickly right now. The sausage is being made. The dominoes could start falling any time now. So the more we fight right now, the better it will be for us. So good luck. Godspeed. God bless everybody.